Every once in a while I'm doom scrolling reels, I'll stumble across what seems to be an account run by somebody with untreated mental illness and or drug addiction. So Shia LaBeouf is a man of many controversies, but this time it seems he's on the other end of the stick. So there's this Instagram user by the name of HF Campaign. I've been following her for some time now because, I don't know, dude, it just piqued my interest. What can I say? I just couldn't grasp what was going on and needed to see more. The account is run by a woman named Alyssa. Alyssa seems to have been posting non-stop on Instagram for some years now. I mean, 5,414 posts aren't something to scoff at. This is like little B numbers of posting. So Alyssa believes that she's married to Shia LaBeouf, but a version of Shia LaBeouf that was in a video over a decade ago now, and that all versions she's seen since this video are clones of him. She thinks that she's communicating with this version of Shia LaBeouf through her Instagram feed, and he responds to her in numbers she sees in her day-to-day life, just like coincidences, you know, like the date and time on my receipt is a response from Shia LaBeouf.
The numbers, basically. What do they mean?
She also believes that a criminal hacker is spying on her from outside her house, where she interprets paw prints as proof that the hacker is wearing shoes that leave cat paw prints behind. Yeah, I mean, to protect herself from this criminal hacker, she tapes up her windows and puts knives in the locks and spreads the ashes on the floor. And now she also wears a hijab for protection against hackers and AI. Most of her delusions are focused on technology and religion. She says she hears these voices in her head that she believes is AI talking to her, and she thinks that the hacker is using AI to make her see fake cats outside, but it's really just the hacker disguised as a cat. If this isn't convoluted already, it's about to get a lot worse. She's now convinced that her house is full of demons, and so she uses copious amounts of bleach to rid the house of these demons, but she also believes that her house can never truly be clean from them. This has pushed her to a point where she now sleeps in a chair inside of a sleeping bag because she thinks that the house lacks heat. If you go back in her posting history, this seems to be connected with a history of family trauma and abuse. In older videos, her mother can be heard screaming that she wants her to die, while her father was leaving strange voicemails. Around 6 months ago, her mother has completely disappeared from these videos, and so this raises more concern because her mother wouldn't let her do things that she's doing, like tape up the windows and put knives in the locks, just things that you wouldn't want to go on inside of your house, you know what I mean? And so this all culminated in a video that was posted 5 days ago that gained a lot of traction on Instagram. It currently sits at 280,000 likes, over 8,000 comments, where she seems to have tracked Shia LaBeouf down in person. But before I play this video, she doesn't think this is the real version of Shia. As she states in the caption, Shia, I was not near this person's house. So she thinks that a Shia clone is claiming she was at his house, but she wants the real Shia to know that this is not true. This needs to be a fucking diagram. There needs to be a tree of all this lore and all these branches, because it really is mind-numbingly confusing. Okay, so here's the video.
God bless you. Hi. How are you? Hey, you're scaring my dad. You're scaring my people. You hear me? You hear what I'm saying? God bless you. Leave me alone.
Shortly after, she posted a photo of what looks like a police vehicle, and the caption says police showed up prior to this person. So I'm assuming Shia or somebody in the grocery store or the establishment that she was outside of became concerned and called the police. Take a shot every time I say Shia LaBeouf. Then I guess Shia LaBeouf called the police. And so TMZ posted an article showing Alyssa's mugshot. So it's safe to say that, considering the lack of posting in the past 5 days, seeing as she went from posting once every 3 hours to not posting at all, she is currently in jail, or probably, ideally, receiving some kind of psychiatric help. With all things considered, I think Mr. Transformers, Mr. Holes, Mr. Even Stevens handled this situation pretty well. Because what else do you do, you know? Like, clearly he's aware of this woman and what she's been doing online. So what I'm curious about is if she approached, okay, how the fuck do you even word this? So what I'm curious about is what prior interactions led up to this moment, you know what I mean? This account remained relatively low-key until a few days ago when this post blew up. So unless somebody sent Shia the post, I don't think he was aware of what was going on unless she approached him prior to this incident, which wouldn't make sense if we're basing it on her logic. She thinks Shia LaBeouf is a clone of a video of Shia LaBeouf from 10 years ago. So if Shia LaBeouf is a clone, she has no reason to speak with him, to approach him. Also, how did she find him? From an article I found on the LA Times, she's been booked on misdemeanor charges of stalking. Linked on her profile is a blog that she ran up until October of 2022, which promoted something called healthy fashion, using clothing as modern medicine. I don't know what this means, but I skimmed through some of this stuff and it seemed like somebody who had passionate beliefs but was of sound mind. She also has a GoFundMe linked where she's raised a little under $600 of a $70,000 goal, where she's asking for donations so she can construct a house in Colorado. It gives a little bit of backstory. I'll skim over it real quick. I am disabled and experiencing financial hardship. She needs help to buy a home and land in Colorado. She has heart disease, scoliosis, PTSD. She's a stroke victim with a traumatic brain injury, a torture victim, and I have schizophrenia. I'm a victim of crime. I need a safe, isolated home away from stress and people. Chances are it's just a woman who stopped taking her medication. I assume her mother passed away because I think she's living in her mother's house. I think her mother probably had some issues from what I can gather, but her mother was keeping her on her medication, keeping her on the right path, and then she strayed. I'm not sure if anything's really going to come out after this. I think it's all going to die down once she's released, but who knows? Only time will tell.